Hey everybody, my name's Randy Bruce,
My name is Bailey Goffinette.
and we are here to start a brand new show on RZTV that we hope you guys enjoy. We hope that we can keep up on it, and we hope it becomes kind of a staple for all the fans out there that love Stranger Things. So, we love Stranger Things, obviously. That's why we are here with this show. Bailey, you want to tell them more about what we're going to be doing on this show?
Yeah, basically, like you said, we're big fans of Stranger Things, so we're going to be talking rumors, we're going to be talking about like the past seasons, we're going to be doing quizzes and stuff to see how much we know about the show. We're huge nerds about the show, so
we're talking future seasons. When they come out, after every episode that we view, we'll be filming it for you guys because I'm sure we'll be together watching it. Like you said, rumors. There's something else. Oh, we will be covering in, where is it, Chicago?
Oh yeah, we're in 2 months, October 6th. We are going to, just for one day, unfortunately, we couldn't afford the whole weekend, but we're going to StrangerCon, and it's in Chicago, but I think it's technically Rosemont, Illinois. It's right outside Chicago. We'll be going there and check it out. It's my first ever convention.
Same me. I will be dressing up. I'll put a picture up. I'm going to be dressing up as Steve, Joe Keery. I'm working on the hair. Don't think the hair is going to get long enough, but I'm going to be that entire picture. I love Steve. You'll hear me talking up about him. Favorite character on the show. And I will also, I haven't told you guys this, I actually just thought of it on the top of my head. I will be interviewing some cosplayers there, kind of having some fun Stranger Things. I'll take my camera and we'll be covering that weekend for you guys. So, season 3 just ended. Woo! Woo! That's right. We are a month behind.
Yeah, we're very late.
So I'm sure you guys have seen enough people talking about this already, but I figured what better way, and this show's going to be longer than most of the other shows because it's the first one, but we need to talk about season 3 and what took place. Wow. So I'll let you start off. What do you think?
Season 3, I think season 1 was fantastic. I thought season 2, I've heard a lot of people say season 2 wasn't very good. I thought season 2 was very underrated. I thought it was pretty good. Season 3 was incredible. Like, if you're a fan of the show.
Oh, spoilers, by the way.
Yeah,
if you don't watch this, we're not going to go through and try to not spoiler talk this. We are going to go through and talk as many spoilers as we want.
If you haven't seen season 3 yet, it's been out for over a month, so you got to make sure you go check it out before you check this out.
It was fantastic. I thought the acting was a pinpoint. We got to talk about Montgomery.
Dacre
Montgomery, that's right. Name. I knew his name, but I didn't want to pronounce it wrong. Dacre Montgomery, who plays Billy on the show. Absolutely fantastic this season. If you guys remember, it was end of episode 1 where he gets dragged down by the mind flayer. It was episode 1, right? And then episode 2 started with him. Episode 1, he gets dragged down by the mind flayer. And that moment on, he went on the rest of the season to really be a hindrance for the main characters. He kind of served as the new Will, but he was the new body for the mind flayer. He absolutely killed the role.
He did his thing. He played the villain role very well. Looking forward to see if he does in the future besides, obviously, because he's done with Stranger. Oh, spoiler.
Hey, we already said spoiler.
We already said spoiler, so you're already in spoiler territory. Character does meet his end at the end of the season, unfortunately.
And what do you think caused that? He had that kind of touching moment with 11 there where, 11 said, I've kind of seen your past. She's like, Billy, you're still a good person. You're still there. And then, obviously, Billy ends up sacrificing himself for 11 to save the kids, which was really, I think it was interesting, and I think a lot of people haven't really referred to this or kind of thought about it, is Billy's growth from the start, not the start of the second season, but about midway through the second season, or whenever he came in. It might have been, did he come in season 1?
No, he was in, him and Max came in together.
That's what I thought. So season 2, watching his growth from season 2 to the end of season 3, A lot of people just think Billy was the same kind of evil characters, kind of pain in the ass character to Max, but he really did have a heart, I believe, and you can see that in the scene in the sauna. You can see that in the sauna scene.
Oh, by the way, his acting in that scene was, oh my goodness.
Oh, it was so good.
Him going from being all angry, like, open this door, let me out, to, oh, it's not me, I'm so sorry. And then the next minute, he's like busting, like
you could really tell the emotion in Dacre's voice and how he composed himself when he was talking to Max as Billy, saying it's not my fault. You know, he made me do it. You could really feel Billy was still in there. Billy did not want to be doing what he's been doing to some of the people of the town. Yes.
Yeah, you could definitely
Hawkins. For all you that said, oh, he just says the town, he's an imposter, he doesn't know. It's Hawkins, Indiana. I'm from Indiana.
Yeah, we're from Indiana.
So don't even question what I'm talking about. It slipped my mind again. We did this, we were just like, we're going to film this show. And so we don't have papers in front of us or anything, so we're doing this all from memory.
Yeah,
so that's the first performance that I wanted to talk about for the season, is Billy's performance and how much he grew as a character. Do you have any, you want to talk about someone? Because now's our chance to talk about season 3. Oh, by the way, we will get to the unfortunate end of one of the famous characters.
Yeah.
But I would like to save that, if it's okay with you, for the next show. Yeah. But I want to ask you if there's any other people you want to talk about season 3.
I want to touch on one more thing about Billy, though. Like you said, you could tell he was trying to fight. He was being him. He was actually like, when the mind flayer was controlling him, obviously he wasn't himself. But he was like, Billy himself was in there trying to fight it. You could tell. I remember the one scene where Eleven goes into the void, I think it's called, whatever, where she had some spot, like she can see people or whatever. And then she comes out of it, and she thinks she's out of it. She's looking around. She's like, Mike, like looking for anybody. And then he comes around. He's like, oh, they're not here, whatever. And then he gives, like, they talk, whatever. And he basically says, like, we're going to kill you. We're going to kill your friends. And then I remember this one. So good. When he says, we're going to kill, and he pauses, and then he says, everyone. And the tear goes down his eyes. So you could tell at that, like, that's the big scene. That he's like, Billy's trying to fight the monster, but he can't fight it. But at the very end, yeah, it was crazy. Just how good he was, man. He was incredible.
We are going to miss him. We look forward to seeing what you do, Dacre. I'm sure he's not watching this.
If he is watching, if you do somehow in some way watch this, bro, shout out to you, man.
Congratulations, and we can't wait to see what you do. Another thing I want to talk about is a scene that really bothered me. Not bothered me like it really, made me mad or anything, but it was so intense. And that was when the Mind Flayer calls his army together. And you have Heather and her mom, because her dad was already gone, and that family. And then you had Miss Driscoll. And you had, there's this little boy. He had orange hair. I don't know why, but I noticed him when he was going to join the Mind Flayer. And, all of them were going to mush together to create this big, massive me. I really noticed this kid, and that just kind of hit me hard. I'm like, damn, all these people can't control their lives. I mean, you think about it, Heather killed her parents. She killed her parents just because this Mind Flayer got a hold of her. That scene, I thought was fantastic and really messed me up.
I remember that. And then at the end of, I think it was the episode when they trapped Billy in the sauna, and he escapes and he gets back to Heather. And then she's like, did he hurt you or something? And he's like, yeah, but I'll be fine. And she's like, well, they won't stop. I forgot. I don't remember the exact dialogue. I'm not that much of a nerd. But she's like, something
won't stop all of us.
Yeah, she's like, it won't stop all of us. And it shows so many people, down there with them. It just shows you, how many people the Mind Flayer is controlling now. You're just like, oh, shit. It's getting real.
It was crazy. Another thing, I know we're kind of jumping all over the place, but another thing we didn't say that we might do on the show is Stranger Things Pops. We might kind of check those out.
Yeah.
You've got some of them, like we said. We'll be covering the convention. So in every episode, we will cover everything from season 1, 2, and 3. looking forward to season 4, and we will have the trailer reaction for you whenever that comes out.
Whenever that may be.
Years down the line. So, do you think it's time to get to our fun activity in this first episode? All right, so how much of Stranger Things nerds are we? We're about to find out, because we're about to take the Stranger Things quiz and see how good we are. Are you ready?
All right, let's see if we can get 100%.
All right, let's hit it. All right, so we're going to get started in this Stranger Things quiz. Now, I promise you, we have not read it. We have not discussed the questions. We haven't even seen the questions. And we are going to do our best to prove that we know what we're talking about with Stranger Things and prove that we're the kings.
Probably not.
We will read the questions aloud to you so you can know the question, and then we'll tell you what we get wrong, what we get right. So follow along, and are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Stranger Things quiz. All right. In which U.S. state is the show set? And the options are Illinois, Ohio, or Indiana.
Easy peasy.
Discussed this earlier. Bailey, go ahead.
Indiana.
Indiana. That's one right. Boom. Hawkins, Indiana to be. True or false? Hawkins, Indiana is a real place. Oh, we're also going to see who does better if we disagree. I think it's not.
It's not.
I don't think it's a real place. And it's not. Hawkins is a fictional town in the Midwest. Originally, the creatures envisioned in the show's setting on the East Coast.
Whew. I'm glad they chose our state because we don't get anything.
And what role did the Duffer Brothers have in the making of Stranger Things? Between writing, casting, and costume design. I know this one.
Writing, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah, they wrote the show.
They wrote the show.
Yeah.
Matt and Ross Duffer not only wrote the stories, but they directed too. I knew they directed them. All right. In what year does the first season take place? 1981, 1983, 1988.
I know this because Millie Bobby Brown's rap. If you haven't seen her rap, it's 1983. Telling you it's 1983.
I knew it was either 81 or 83, so I'm going to go with them. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. 1983. The show is well known for its retro appeal. The story begins in 1983. Next one. Still going. How old is Will Byers when he disappears? 10, 11, or 12? I think he's 11. That's what I was thinking 11. Let me know in the comments what you guys think.
Oh, shit.
Well, we should use it. We should say we can have hints. So from now on, we have 3 hints that we can use. All right?
Okay.
And then we're done. So it's 12. Byers is 12 when he suddenly disappears, setting off a panic among his friends and family.
Fair.
1 wrong so far. Which character does Millie Bobby Brown play? Barb, 11, or Joyce?
11.
11. All right. British actress has also made guest appearances on shows such as NCIS and Grey's Anatomy, and I think she's got a bright future ahead of her.
She's a hell of a talent.
All right, I'll let you take over.
How many boys auditioned for parts in the show? More than 400, more than 200, or more than 900?
Should we use a hint on this one?
I feel like 900 is way too much.
That's what I was thinking, but I could also see it because I know how much people want to be in some shows. I think 400 is realistic. Are we going to use a hint or just go for one of them? I think 400 is realistic, but I could also see them throwing, like, you think it'd be a lot because of how successful the show is, but it could be 200.
So we have 3 hints, so should we do if we get more than 3 questions wrong, then we fail?
Yes.
Or just get like a passing score on the.
Just try to get a passing score. Will you use one of our hints or just go for one of them?
What do you want to do?
I think 400.
I'll trust you.
Damn it!
It was 900.
More than 900 guys. That's 2 wrong. That's right. More than 900 boys and 300 girls auditioned for the show's lead roles.
And there's 11, Lucas, Mike,
Damn.
Dustin, 5 people and 900 tried to get.
All right. Not doing too good. To prepare the child actors for their parts To prepare the child actors for their parts, the Duffer Brothers required them to watch which film? Star Wars, The Goonies, or Stand By Me?
Like it's Goonies.
I do also agree. I think I heard that somewhere. I hit my elbow on the fucking chair. Well, we're wrong.
Well, geez.
That's 3 wrong. Stand By Me was a touchstone of sorts for the Duffers who wanted to recreate some of the same emotions through their own project.
Well, we're on a rough stretch right now, people.
It's not proven like we should be hosting a Stranger Things show, I'll tell you that. Alright, what role did Sean Levy have in the show's creation, executive producer, casting, or composer? I think it's executive producer, but I bet I'm wrong. You want to use a hint for this one just to get going again?
Sure.
Oh, there's a short video. We're going to watch it. Turn up the volume for you so you should be able to hear it.
Maybe it's a sponsored video.
Oh. Turn that volume down. So we're going to watch.
Okay.
So they eliminated composer. Doesn't help at all because I knew he wasn't composer. I think it's executive.
Go ahead.
Something's telling me casting. Oh, Bailey, go for it. I'm not looking. Go for what you want.
You got it.
Let's go. Levy acted as executive producer. He's directed feature films like Real Steel and Big Fat Liar. All right. How many episodes are there in the show's first season?
It's either 8 or 9. It's always 8 or 9
I think it's
episodes.
8. I think they've done 8 for every season.
Yep.
Let's go. With only 8 episodes, the series left fans clamoring for a second season, which they got. Come on, let's get going again. What is the name of the font used for the show's title sequence? AK Light, MT Light, or ITC Bink White?
I'm not a font kind of guy.
You saw the opening sequence for our show. It's the same one. When I downloaded it, it said what it was. I think... you want to go MT Light? So not mine.
Sure, why not?
Damn it! I knew it was one of them. Damn it! It is ITC Banquet. Anyone who read Stephen King's novels from the 1980s would recognize it, which I did not.
I do like Stephen King, but I've never actually read any of the books. I just watched the movies.
Natalie Dyer plays which of the show's characters? Finally, something we actually pay attention to. Nancy, Karen, or Joyce?
Nancy.
It's Nancy.
Gotta get rolling, man.
Which of the show's characters is affected by hydrochronic dysplasia?
That's it. So it's either Mike, Will, or Dustin. It's Dustin.
Dustin.
That's the teeth. That's the thing that's part of his teeth.
And he kicks ass in the role.
He's still good, yeah.
What skill does Jonathan Byers have? Plumbing, photography, or writing? Photography.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam.
Dog.
The boys in the show like to meet to play which games?
Monopoly, Dungeons and Dragons, or Atari should be pretty easy for all the fans who watch the show. Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. Did you ever play Dungeons and Dragons?
I did not.
Neither did I. Right. What is the name of the girl who has psychokinetic powers? I can't speak. Is it 11, 12, or Ellen?
It's 11.
You sure it's not 12? It is 11. We're on a roll now. We're on a roll. All right. In addition to Will, which other character disappears in season 1? Caleb, Barb, or Lonnie? I know this one.
Yeah, she only lasted 2 episodes, and that would be Barb.
Barb, who the townspeople mostly seems rather disinterested when Barb mysteriously vanishes. What sort of food does 11 shoplift from the grocery store? Bananas, bratwurst, or frozen waffles?
11 likes her Eggos, them frozen waffles.
That is correct. Here we go. The character Mike Wheeler is played by which actor? Finn Wolfhard, Gaten Matarazzo, or Charlie Heaton? Well, Gaten Matarazzo plays Dustin. Charlie Heaton plays Jonathan. Finn Wolfhard. Let you take this one.
How does 11 obtain superpowers, drugs, radiation, or evolution? Gotta be radiation, right?
What
I feel like it's drugs,
was it?
though.
What's it, drugs?
I feel like it's gonna be drugs. I'm trying to get my mom into the show.
Oh,
I just watched the first episode of season 1 the other day, or first couple episodes. I don't know if they showed it right away or not.
want to go drugs? I'm trying to think back to season 1. It's been so long.
I just watched a couple episodes the other day. Don't they do experiments on her? Is that how she gets?
Yeah.
But it's like, it might be drugs.
Oh, her mother was subjected to extensive drug tests, which apparently affected her child.
Yeah.
Giving her amazing abilities. Boom. I had no idea. What is the upside down? A monster's home, alternate dimension, or a type of cake?
That'll be an alternate dimension.
Alternate dimension. A lot of people would probably say a monster's home. Which of the boys is especially wary of Eleven's motives? Lucas, Dustin, or Mike? I remember distinctly.
It's Lucas, right?
Lucas hated 11 being part of their group now. Absolutely hated it. Yep, Lucas repeatedly questions 11's actions and openly expresses his distrust with the group. In order to save Will, what sort of contraption do the boys decide to build? A sensory deprivation tank, time machine, or a Faraday cage?
Pretty sure it was a sensory deprivation tank.
They did with the pool, right?
Yeah.
That's how 11 found. Correct. In the sensory deprivation tank, 11 can focus her abilities to locate Will. We're rolling along. We're doing this. How does Joyce begin communicating with her missing son? A Ouija board, Christmas lights, or a cell phone?
I remember this. It's Christmas lights.
One of the most iconic scenes in Stranger Things is when she's holding the Christmas lights. All right. In which episode is Will's body discovered at the local quarry? Episode 2, episode 3, or episode 7? I know it wasn't episode 7. I think it's episode 3. Because episode 1 he goes missing.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 2 they have a search party out for him. And I think episode 3 is when they find him.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. Boom! It says, but the supposed body turns out to be carefully crafted fake, leading the sheriff to all sorts of new suspicions. How did Chief Hopper's daughter die? Cancer, car accident, or influenza?
I think wasn't it a car accident?
It wasn't. It was cancer.
Oh, it was cancer.
It was cancer. Boom, I knew that one. All right. Well, the test is kind of messing up, so we can't see the question. But we see through a walkie-talkie, through a ham radio, or through an FM radio.
I'm guessing that's how they communicate.
Walkie-talkie. It would have to be walkie-talkie.
Didn't even know the question, but I already knew the answer.
This one, we can't see the question or the answer, so I'm just going to go see. Damn it, I got it wrong. All right. Which of the boys notices that compasses don't seem to work properly in certain areas of town? Was it Lucas, Mike, or Dustin? Now, is that what caused Mike to get mad at 11? Because he got mad and he's like, you're just leading us in circles. Or was it Lucas? Someone got mad at 11.
Well, it wasn't that thing. It's either Mike or Lucas.
Let's use a hint.
We got 2 more, might as well use one. It's going to take Dustin away.
Yep, and that's not going to help us at all. Or let's not, because this ad's being stupid. Mike was following 11, so it'd have to be Lucas.
Yep. Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, it was Dustin. Oh, what? Dustin guesses all the strange things that are around town are affecting electromagnetic fields, and it turns out he's right. Oh, I didn't remember that.
Damn.
How long has it been since I've seen season 1?
In the final episode of the first season, what happens to Will? He coughs up a scary creature. He makes out with 11. He peacefully goes to sleep. I know, this one's easy.
Hey, doesn't he coughs up a scary creature?
Yes, he coughs it down the drain into the sink.
Yeah.
All right, calculating the results. It's kind of just a season 1 quiz.
Yeah, it was. We need to find. See if we can find a season 2 or season 3 quiz too.
All right, so 80%.
And the average score is 75, so we did better than that.
You got 24 correct out of 30. You scored better than 0% of your quiz. Oh, wow, that doesn't make me feel good at all.
So
80%? That's a B.
yeah, that says how do you stack up your score? 80% average score, 75. So we did better than the average people, or most average people.
Yeah, so we know what we're talking about when it comes to Stranger Things.
Some of them I feel
That
like.
was good.
Some of them I feel like.
Well, we got one wrong that we couldn't even see.
Yeah, we honestly probably could.
And then there was 2 that we got wrong that was about like the show's creators and stuff. So it wasn't even really about the show. I mean, it was, but it wasn't about the show that we've watched and everything. So that was fun. 80%, not bad, and not a bad first episode.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can find season 2 or season 3 quiz, because that was just season 1. So hopefully we can find those and do those for you guys also.
And what we're going to do at the end of every episode is leave you with a cute little snippet of a backstage part or backstage scene or something cute from one of the actors on the show. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time in the Upside Down. Peace out, guys.
At this point, I feel like Nancy would be watching like 60 Minutes or Lose.
Mm-hmm. At this point, I don't think Billy's watching a whole lot, but if he was, I would say that Miami Vice might be the jackpot.
I think that Robin only watches very serious cinema, so I think that there's no TV in her life. Only very intelligent movie making.
Some Eastern European.
Some Eastern
Danish.
French films, a little
Danish.
Godard, a little.